What is up, guys? Welcome back to a new awesome episode of Railroads Online. Here at the Ramblin' Railroad, we do strive for realism the best we can with the limitations of the game and my patience. Today we got maybe gonna be a short video. We'll see. I'm not really sure yet. We're down here at the Smelter, kind of where we left off, though I have made a couple of runs with this locomotive and train back and forth between the sawmill, the iron ore mine, and the smelter. So what we got going on today, you can see here I added a water tower here, and I actually removed it from where it was on the other side of the smelter. The reason for that was because trying to load, I think, over there with a water tower in the way would be kind of cumbersome. It kind of get in the way a little bit of my viewing. So I've fixed that. I've also done a lot of different repairs, and let's go talk about that. We're going to head on up to the sawmill right now. Let's see, we got to go brake off. Reverser's good. We got plenty of, I made sure we got plenty of steam. We just start rolling right away. So what I did over the last, well, it was last night. It took me about 6 hours of game time. Not all at once. I took breaks here and there. But I went through and I walked every bit of track that we have here at the Ramblin' Railroad. Every inch of it. I did it 3 times. You're saying, that's a lot. and it was. But the thing is, I picked out a section and I walked one side of it and I trimmed back all the trees on that one side all the way to a landmark, a curve or a bridge or something like that. Then I crossed the tracks and I walked back on the other side doing the same thing, trimming the trees back away from the tracks a little bit. Some places I kind of went a little overboard. Other places they're kind of close still. And then I walked it again right down the middle of the track, and I looked for groundwork that was kind of messed up and kinks and jank in the rail, and I fixed it. But I just see this right there. Oh my gosh, gotta stop. I just saw this for the first time. You know, that online mapper didn't show me this one. Let's see, it's over here. I think this is when I was exploring this region. Bam, there it goes. There's probably a tree sitting right on top of it. Or something. I don't know why I would have missed that. I didn't use the locomotive when doing all this track maintenance and repair. So I'm sitting up higher now. I can kind of see it a little better. So I'll be looking for little spots like that in today's episode as well, but I'm going to do a tour of the entire track. Well, not the entire track. Even though I did do the sawmill or the logging camp and the freight depot, there wasn't much to do there. I did delete that groundwork that was at the lumber camp. And it's not 100% perfect yet, but it's getting there. There's some of the spots, I knowing myself that I would spend several hours on one spot, one 20-foot section of track or something like that. So I would just made it the best I could and moved on, or I just left it because it's not that bad right now, kind of a thing. So that's what I did. It took a long time, but I really like it now. It's a lot better than it was. And as soon as we get loaded up at the sawmill, I'll show you the rest of it. I'm not in love with this section of track here. This route here, you know, I've driven it several times now, and I'm not in love with it. So I'm thinking about redoing the entire thing. It's not that it's not realistic or it's not smooth or anything like that. I don't like where it's at physically. And I'll tell you why when we get to the end of today's episode. But I have a plan, and I think that this route is gonna mess it up. So I think we need to move the route altogether. And when we move the route, this bridge is going to get a lot smaller. I'm hoping it will get a lot smaller. We'll see. It might get a little steeper too, maybe 4%, but it definitely won't be it definitely will not be the steepest route in our world. You can see I even went down here along these bridges and cleared out a bunch of trees and just kind of opened it up a little bit. I do kind of like that a little more, and working the camera around the locomotive as we go really does help. Not running in the trees so much and that sort of thing with the camera. I believe this switch is set correctly. Like the groundwork right here I fixed. There was a big low spot. Right through here I just fixed some groundwork and cleared trees. My goal was to make straight tracks straighter, curved tracks smoother, and make it better with the groundwork. And as we come into the sawmill here, you're going to notice a big change. I started working on making a curved track smoother. Ended up changing some design there. And you will see it here in a little bit. We'll be riding on it. Alright, we're coming into the sawmill here. Now, I had to put in this Y, and when I put the switch in on the loop over here, oh, we're going this way. I didn't even see that. Okay, well, we're going this way now. You can see I got a double track over here. We'll see it here in just a second. I thought that switch was facing the other direction. Apparently I forgot to flip it. That's okay, we'll go this way. You can see I also removed the water tower. I put it over here on the other side of the sawmill. That's why I did the one at the smelter too, because it was actually getting in the way of me being able to see to line up. Well, we gotta brake. Not that much. Keep rolling. Looking back here. Oh, I think we went too far. Let's find out. So, right here is a switch that was over there. And I basically double tracked it. It's not the greatest. This one hooks really sharp, but Beast doesn't have any problem with it. If Beast doesn't have a problem with it, I don't think anyone will. It also raises up slightly. You can see we're at a little bit higher elevation, and that's to get past this field of rocks that we're in here. And then it straightens out and it goes out to that first Y, that first switch in the Y. And this just continues on around, and goes by the water tower, and goes to the log drop off. So I did that to try and make that curve smooth again, and not have that big hard turn in it that would almost derail me, no matter how fast I was going. So I'm not in love with this right here, but I have to bank it over real hard to clear the side of this hill right here. So it is what it is. I think it's like a 35-degree turn, which is pretty sharp. But all right, I'm gonna get this train loaded up, and I'll be back with you in just a bit. All right, we just got finished loading up here. You can see we're on this outside part of the loop. We're going to be heading back for the saddle. I think we should be good on water. Let's see, 3,400. It's about half a tank or so. It's been a while since I've gotten water, that we can easily complete this run. Probably the next 3 with that amount of water. Kind of like having that big water tank and all that fuel on board. All the switches are set here. I'm liking that a lot more. A lot better. The way it is. It's not a lot smoother. Granted, I really haven't tested this line yet. Honestly, none of this has been tested. Which is kind of concerning. I did just finish this last night. And yeah, I did demolish a lot of track and do it all over again. Also explored a new route going this way up here between the sawmill and the log camp. I'll point it out when we go over to the mapper website at the end of this video. We have to stop and fix this switch. Right up here, I pretty much replaced all this track up to the big bridge. And one of the reasons why this used to be a wooden bridge, I replaced it with a stone wall. One of the reasons why was because, see, that tree's kind of close for me. Squirrel moment. Was this little section right here was really kind of rough. It really flattened out in a hurry. And I think I got it better now. Yeah, that's a lot better. So I didn't touch this bridge, and the reason why I did all this, I'll be honest, I've been kind of dragging my feet. We have enough money now to buy the Eureka and the extra log cars, but I don't want to do that yet until we get that new update, which still has yet to drop. I'm hoping that it's going to come soon. I do want to buy a new locomotive, but I want to see what they do to them. Which means probably testing it again before we buy it. Oh, that was kind of quick for that corner. I need to figure out that corner. I don't like it. Alright. And that one bullseye spot that we had, that's right up here. I'll show you where that was. This got all redone right here. This kind of followed the train more. It caused a big S-curve right here. That really slowed down the locomotive. Just straightened it out. Made it a little better. So that spot was right here. And I was right. It was right where this bridge met this groundwork. And it's still kind of bad. I didn't touch the bridge. Still got a little bit of a bump. But it's not horrible. And then everything from about this point right here forward got all reworked. New groundwork, new rails. I even put in a switch right here for a future switching lane with a turntable. That's my idea anyway. Figured to it, since I'm replacing it all, might as well put in a switch right there. Redid this curve. We are moving really fast. Alright, I'll get this wood product offloaded. We got 150 out of 290. Uh-oh. I'll get this offloaded and get the iron ore cars filled up, and then we'll go through the next section. Alright, we're all loaded up here. We got 10 iron ore. There we go. 10 iron ore in each of those. Oh, brake. Hello. So where that other line is going to tie in over here, I'm not quite sure yet, because I kind of got a little bend. So the straight section would be like right here. So maybe it'll go right here, and this wall will get replaced. I did raise this up a little bit, and I really smoothed out this section here. It was really kind of back and forth for whatever reason. You can kind of see some of the groundwork is still kind of a little wobbly. I think that'll kind of fix itself here as we get closer. I remember leaving it that bad. Or not. Maybe I left it that bad. Some of the groundwork needs to be fixed. It really does. But in this area, that was one of those things where I could spend several hours fixing. So I elected just to not fix it. And here's one of them right here. This is going to drive me nuts. That's like a big gap in the groundwork and like 2 overlapping layers back there. I saw it and I was like, I can't do it, because if I do it, I'm gonna spend, 3 hours working on this one little spot, getting it just perfect. So, we need to slow down. I straightened this out as well, a little bit. Where these bridges are at, and I actually added a bridge where it was just a stone wall before. Make sure that we're not derailing. This section here I didn't touch. And this bridge forward, I did. All the way down to right here. This section right here probably took me at least an hour and a half. Yeah, doing and redoing. Just like you saw on Calamity Bridge. There's a lot of do, delete, and do again. Right up here is one of my favorite spots. I saw it from here and I was like, oh, I have to open up some trees. We can see that awesome waterfall. Thought about actually rerouting, getting closer, but it is a really cool waterfall. I do like waterfalls. Let's check the train, see how it's doing. Make sure we still got a caboose. There it is. Having those cabooses are so nice. It's so easy to see where the end of the train is. Another spot right up here that I fixed a little bit. I mean, all this track, just sections of it got deleted and reworked to make it straighter or, you know, smooth out the curves. So up and down, we're actually going to stop here. Spend some time here too. Up and down this river are trees that grow like right on the water's edge. And so I went as far as I could see. There's kind of one right there, where the crosshairs are at. And I just kind of opened up the river a little bit. So when I passed by, you know, I'm looking around and look upstream and, you know, see the river and stuff. And then I opened up a little bit wider around here, and this is that waterfall. And I just think it's so cool. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do this in real life. Such a pretty game. I just can't get over how good it looks. Like I would never do this in real life either. So, yeah, I wish I could have got that bridge a little bit closer, but, you know, right through here is just, it wasn't really feasible. So, I opened it up a little bit so I can at least see it from up here as we're traveling by. How are we doing on fuel? We've got plenty of fuel, okay. Now this section up here, I didn't realize how bad it was until I cleared out all these trees. And for the life of me, I cannot tell you why I didn't go straight from right about here, straight over to this track over here. I don't know why I put this little S-bend in this track. And this is one of the things I actually left intentionally when I saw it, because I wanted to talk about it. I don't know why. I think it was a scouting error. And I was looking to stay, you know, going downhill slightly, or you know, zero. And I don't know why I left it. But that could easily be fixed, and it might get fixed in a future video. It doesn't hurt anything. I mean, we pass it just fine. But it shouldn't be, you know, so curvy like that. See if I can see the waterfall from over here. This is that new bridge we did. Now we're coming up on Calamity Bridge. bridge is so much nicer. No wiggling at all. All right, and just like that, we're here at the smelter. Let's get these off. Let's save first. Let's get these offloaded. And I think that might be the 5th trip. You know, I'm not sure. So I don't even know how much we have over here. Let's see. We got to be getting close to 100. We got 68. Probably still counting up. 69, yeah. So we got a ways to go yet, but we do need to figure out where we need to take these products. I don't know yet. I'm not sure where they're going to be going. Don't tell me either. If you post in the comments, you know, that's fine and all, but I really want to explore it for myself because I haven't actually. Come on. I haven't actually seen the oil field, the ironworks, the refinery, even the coal mine. I've never seen them before. Not in person and not in video. So I know other people have obviously reached those destinations, but I haven't seen them yet. So don't spoil it for me. We'll get there to one of them. I need to figure out where these products actually go, or, you know, if we need to sell them. You know, I don't know. If maybe one of these products now is a good thing to be selling because it's not used at the, you know, other industries. They could be sold at the freight depot for big profits type of a thing, like maybe the rails. I don't know. So we'll find out. So let's head over to the RailRoads Online Mapper website and take a look at our map because I got a few things to talk about there. We'll see you there. All right, so we are back here looking at the minizwerg.online. I believe that's how you pronounce that. Map. And this is the map of the Ramblin' Railroad. There's lots of maps here. People upload their stuff all the time. We just looked at this. Took a quick tour of it from the smelter to the sawmill to the iron mine and back to the smelter on this big loop. So a couple of things you'll note. We got that double track here. I love this tool because I can zoom in like this and show you really easy. We got that nice little loop, double loop. I removed that groundwork that was here. I couldn't find this. I think it's below the ground, which is why it's still there. Obviously a bridge, I would see it this far away from the track and go over there and delete it. I haven't done anything here as far as fixing this. I would like to do that one as maybe an episode. Show you guys how I do a loop now. Especially, this one's okay, but this was the first loop I ever attempted, and it's pretty bad. So we'll make it a little better. This loop, it could be better, but this hill coming down is a pain in the butt. So let's look down here. This is that bullseye. It's still there, and I'm not sure why. The bump isn't that bad if it goes above 10% or whatever. It is what it is. I don't know. But what I wanted to talk about is this route right here. Coming down, this is the route from the sawmill through the saddle down to the smelter. I don't like it. And one of the reasons I don't like it is this big steel bridge that's right here. I think we could redo it. And where it lands at is nice and flat. And right here, I was going to stop and show in the gameplay. This is like a good crossing point over here. And I believe that's where Con from Con Gaming actually crossed to go this way on his route. But it's nice and flat. It's a big area. And then we take to the left side of this hill. We come all the way down. We loop around, right? I'd like to change that. I would like to come down with this, following this hill a little more, and drop down over here. And we'll have a bridge. We'll have to have a bridge, but it may not be as big. We'll come along this side, and we'll hug the right side of this hill, kind of following this contour line around this way, and then maybe put a little Y right here that hooks into this line. Now, why? This right here, all of this, I'd like to make it into a really big shunt yard. And over here is that waterfall that I love so much. That's right here. I like that waterfall. And I think that if we put it a big loop with a shunt yard in here and make it look awesome, we'd be able to see that from the bottom side. I think that would be pretty cool to have a shunt yard with a big old waterfall in the background. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's worth it to change this entire route? I mean, it would be a lot of work. I'm sure I can get it done in a single episode, but it's going to really drastically change this entire way we go here. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And if you guys have any suggestions like this, please let me know, because you know, I don't know where I came up with that. I was just out here cutting trees, and I was like, why do we come down this side? Why don't we hug this side? It was actually it was this map when I saw this the first time, and then I saw it in game. Like, why did I go this way when I could have easily gone this way and just hooked it around and gotten closer to the smelter instead of having to come all the way up here and then come back? So let me know what you guys think. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button like I said, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks again. Have a good night.